Hi everybody, Kinky Curly Barbie here, and I am coming at you guys with why did I go natural? I think my first video, which sucked, but it was my first video. You can't hold it against me. I think I never really addressed the situation as to really why am I going natural. So I wanted to just let you guys know, just in case, because this is about my journey as I transition and find myself and find out what my hair likes. 'Cause it's been kind of a daunting 20 plus years trying to make sure that I know what my hair wants, and it's been unsuccessful lately. So I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know why. Um, well, the first time I got a perm, I think I was like 8 years old. At least that's how far back I can remember. I really believe I was 8 only because I know my mom had said to me one day in passing that 6 years old is too young and that she wouldn't have done that. So I figured 8. At least that's when I remember really sitting in a beautician's chair and not like in her actually doing my hair and not sitting in the chair for fun. Because I am from Brooklyn, New York, and my dad's best friend is a hair beautician, and she had her own shop when I was little. And I remember because the doors always creaked. It was weird, like I don't know if any of you guys are from New York. I mean, I left at 5. I've been in Miami my whole life after that, but the door would always creak. That's what I really remember. And that the door frame was yellow. Like, the bordering and stuff, it was yellow. And she had a big old mirror, like a big old window, window up front. And I remember that they would like draw on it, and it had like grass and like flowers. That's what I remember. But I know like when I would sit in the chair over there, it would only be for fun. It wouldn't be that she was doing my hair, because my mother always made sure my hair was done when she was at work, and my father would take me around and stuff. So my hair was always done. It wasn't that she was doing my hair, and she actually never did my hair. Unless maybe one time, and I don't remember because I was so small, but she never really did my hair. And she's really on that natural hair thing, but she doesn't mind perming if you want it. She just wants you to make an informed decision on what you're doing with your hair. She's like those old school beauticians that really care about growing your hair or making sure your hair is in the best possible way it's supposed to be, moisturized, permed or whatever you want it, so long as your hair was good. Because of course you walking around the street with your hair done, they're like, oh, who did your hair? And you let them know, that brings her business. So she always wants to make sure you're on point, I guess you would say. So so with that, I know she never did anything to my hair. When we moved here when I was 5, my mom still was doing my hair until I was 8. And I was with another beautician who was the same way. Those old school beauticians who was focused on growing your hair, keeping your hair healthy. Like I always had that until I was at least, I want to say 13 or almost 15, because we were still in pretty good contact with her when I was having my sweet 16. So yeah, I had her in my life for that long. It was great. I mean, she was really good. My hair was always like down to here or a little longer. Like it was always good for me. But then the perms were starting to break my hair off. Like certain sections, how like perm is evil, man. I swear it's evil. It only breaks off one side, and it's usually the side where you part or the side where you comb the most. So it was always this side on me because I always had my part going this way. So now I just rotate my parts. I'm not loyal to where my parts lie so long as I have a swoop bang. I don't care where it is. But yeah, I always had this side break off, and I'm just like, oh, what am I gonna do? So when I was a freshman in high school, I wore my hair. When I became a sophomore in high school, I started wearing pigtail braids. And that was a godsend. Like I didn't have to do anything. It just sucked in the beginning because like you have to have a good thickness of new growth so that braid can catch and kind of like latch on so it doesn't slide out. Well, I think I had just came off of a perm, so it would constantly slide out. Like, it was annoying. So I just decided no more perms if I'm gonna do this. So that time I must have been, yeah, like 16. I had my 16s and I had pigtail braids in. That time I was actually natural. I went natural accidentally. I didn't even go natural because I wanted to. It was just accidentally for a purpose of making sure my braids didn't slide out and I wasn't embarrassed in school. So I was actually natural from my sophomore year until the summer after my senior year of high school. So I was natural that whole time. And then once I decided, okay, my father, who does this often, as you will hear, my father said to me, you have such pretty hair, why don't you wear your hair? I go, Daddy, I don't want to. And he's always into me about it. And I was like, oh, fine, Daddy, I'll wear my hair. Give me the money for the perm. Of course he did. So I had gotten my hair permed. I had gotten with my ex at that time. And I started wearing some weaves. So I always was in the flea market doing my hair weaves. So at that time, she didn't want me to keep perming because, again, with the braiding, it's easier. So I kind of sort of went natural at that point too, but not really, because my leave out was always permed. So I did that, and then I stopped wearing weaves in September, right after my engagement, like September 30th of last year. And I decided, okay, I'm going to start wearing my hair because, of course, my father said, you have such pretty hair, why don't you wear your hair? And I'm like, fine, Daddy, I will wear my hair. Give me the money for the perm. Of course he did. So I did that, and I started noticing maybe about 6 months ago that my hair wasn't my hair. Like, when I stopped braiding my hair in pigtails and started doing perms a little bit before I did sew-ins, I would wet my hair and it would be curly still. So sometimes I would really wear my hair curly and blow dry my bangs, you know, because I was all the rage back then. And lately I was telling my fiance, who we didn't know each other then, and I was like, yeah, babe, I can, like, my hair is still curly when I have a perm. So, and I washed my hair. I took my little fast self and washed my hair, and I got out the shower, dead straight ends. And I was like, this is weird. My hair doesn't do this. Yeah, later I come to find out that's a lot of heat damage and just a lot of damage that my hair had been going through. So she was no longer curling. So with that, you know, I was like, okay, whatever. I don't really care because I don't wash my hair anyways. The girl washes my hair. So I didn't care. I went on. And my friend says to me, I'm going to go natural. Okay. Are you still going to be my friend if I, like, stop doing perms? Yeah. I'm not paying for it. And she started laughing. She goes, okay, cool. You should think about it. I thought about it. No. She's like, come on, for real, think about it. I go, you know what? The only girls that I see natural are always those girls that are like half white anyway, so their hair is pretty, or they got some Cherokee in them. And their hair's super pretty anyway, so it doesn't matter. She said, no, for real, like, black women have curly hair. No matter if you have Cherokee, freaking Seminole, whatever, even if you don't have that, your hair is curly. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. Sure. Whatever. Yeah, I'll think about it. I go, look, because the only people that you see are those people who are always like black power and women empowerment, and yeah, I'm different, so I'm gonna grow my hair out, whatever. That's not me. I'm cutesy. I'm a girl. Like, I like to put on makeup, look cute, wear my little dresses, my high heels. Like, that's not me. Those girls, like Tierka from Super Sweet 16, that's not me. And no offense, Tierka, if you ever hear this, or if you ever, like, see this, no offense, like, I mean, more power to you. Your style is cute, but it's not my style. So I couldn't relate to her. And I was like, okay, whatever, I'll look into it, I told her. So we continued and continued and continued, and she's just like, you gonna think about it? You gonna think about it? I said, yes, I'm gonna think about it. So I was looking up the caramel treatment for my hair because I wanted it to be stronger, because I found that it was really weak too and brittle, and I needed the moisture badly. So I was doing that, and I stumbled onto naturallyobsessed.com. .net, and Kinky Curly Queen. She has an awesome blog, and I learned so much. And I even was looking through the people who, like, I guess you could say, like, inspiration. And I found some people, older women, who I'm like, yeah, black empowerment, boop, boop, yada, yada, okay. And then I stumbled on this one girl, and I was like, let's read about her. And she was just like me. Like, she had to get her hair permed. She had to keep her hair on point. Like, that's how she was. And I'm like, dude, you're just like me. And you were natural? Why? So I went and I looked up and I read and I did all that I could do about her. And now she has a folky or whatever you call those. I'll try to put her website up so you guys can see her some more. And I read and read and read, and I was like, you are like me. So when I found her on Folky, because of course she put up her spots, like where she blogs and her pictures, and I went through all her pictures. I am so sorry, Mary, I like stalked you. I went through all her pictures, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna go natural. Because it's ridiculous that I'm battling with my hair to keep it moisturized, but the culprit who's taking it from my hair, I still do. Like every 4 weeks, yes, I was that addicted to the creamy crack that I would do my perms at least every 4 weeks. And I'm just like, why? That doesn't make sense. There is no rationale for that, for me to say, yeah, but it did nothing for my hair. Only it did was just break my hair off. Slowly but surely helping me go bald. So I was like, this is out of hand. So I got more and more into the natural scene and more into the natural community. And I found curlynikki.com, and that helped. Oh, that doesn't make sense how much that site helps me. I have a few family members who are natural, and I do ask them every once in a while, what did you do? How'd you do this? Da, 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 da. My cousin in Savannah, and I have another cousin in Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas, and I ask her all the time, and she actually makes her own shampoos and conditioner. So, you know, they're wonderful, but sometimes they don't know the questions that I'm asking. So I ask others. So curlynikki.com is really helpful to ask others. So I fully decided to go ahead and go natural. Was June 1st was my decision date. My last perm was May 26th of this year. So how I'm going natural is completely different than my hair friend who kept pushing me back in March. I am doing a lot of braids and a lot of sew-ins like this, just so that way I don't touch my hair, so that way I don't get tempted to process my hair, like iron it or something like that. I mean, sometimes I do iron my leave out, but really I don't really iron too much into my roots. Like, it may not make sense, but I don't really iron too much into my roots. I just leave it and then wrap it at night, and that's it. That's really it. That was really my really big major reason. And maybe some of you permies out there are looking and they're like, well, darn, that's my big old problem too. My major reason was the breakage and how brittle and dry my permed ends are. Like, right now they're pretty decent because I'm using Carol's Daughter, the Mimosa Honey. It's not a hair grease, but I call it a grease. And it's awesome. It's awesome. Honestly, it's really good. It keeps my leave out, which I could show you guys. See all that? I don't know if you see. Let me stop touching. Yeah. So it really helps this to be really soft. I actually put underneath because I have undid my hair leave out.